Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. But what if I told you that in 2025, outside events have found a way to control your mind? The ancient Stoics feared one thing above all else: losing command of their inner citadel, their ability to think clearly and choose wisely. They called this your hegemonikon, your ruling faculty, your mental throne room. Today, that throne room is under siege. Every notification, every infinite scroll, every just one more video is a battering ram against the fortress of your mind. The very technology that promised to serve us has become our master. And unlike the Stoics who battled external hardships, we're fighting an enemy that lives in our pocket. Here's what Seneca didn't have to deal with. Apps designed by teams of neuroscientists whose only job is to make you check your phone compulsively. Algorithms that know your psychological triggers better than you know them yourself. A digital coliseum where your attention is both the gladiator and the prize. But here's what the Stoics got right. True freedom begins with awareness. What I'm about to reveal are the 7 modern assaults on your mental sovereignty. Invisible chains that would have horrified Marcus Aurelius. Once you see how your ruling faculty is being hijacked, you can reclaim it. This isn't about becoming a digital monk. This is about becoming truly free in an age designed to enslave your mind. The question isn't whether you can live without technology. The question is, can you live with it while remaining master of your own thoughts? Your inner citadel is calling. Will you defend it? The first thief, the notification narcotic, the dopamine demon. Every ping and buzz is a carefully engineered spell, a digital incantation designed to hijack your primal reward system. This isn't just distraction, it's neurological sorcery. Your brain is tricked into treating every alert like a potential threat or reward, keeping you in a perpetual state of low-grade anxiety and anticipation. The Stoic emperor Marcus Aurelius warned of seeking validation from external sounds. This is the modern incarnation. They want you addicted to the external validation of the ping. The second thief, the scroll trap, the infinite abyss. This feature was literally called the devil by its creator. The infinite scroll is a modern-day siren's call, luring you with the false promise of something better just beyond your thumb. It exploits your brain's ancient novelty bias, a survival mechanism now turned against you. This is not a lack of willpower. This is a spiritual hijacking of your curiosity, designed to trap your soul in an endless, meaningless loop of consumption. The third thief, the comparison engine, the thief of joy. This thief doesn't just steal your time, it poisons your well of contentment. By bombarding you with the curated highlight reels of others' lives, it triggers a deep psychological compare and despair. This creates a background radiation of anxiety and inadequacy that fragments your focus even when you're offline. It severs you from your own path, making you a slave to the illusion of someone else's. The fourth thief, the multitasking myth, the cognitive fracturer. You believe you are being powerful and productive. Neuroscience reveals you are fracturing your own mind. Task switching creates cognitive debris, mental brownout that drops your IQ and burns precious spiritual energy. Every switch is a tiny betrayal of your potential. You are not multitasking. You are performing a ritual of self-sabotage, training your brain to be a servant of chaos instead of a master of focus. The fifth thief, the urgency addiction, the false emergency. We have been spiritually conditioned to respond to every digital demand as if it were a life or death emergency. This constant state of false urgency is a trap that keeps you reactive, scattered, and never diving deep. The Stoic Epictetus taught the discipline of desire, of distinguishing between what is within our control, our response, and what is not, their demand. This thief makes you confuse the urgent noise of the world with the important work of your soul. The sixth thief, the comfort zone. Trap, the path of least resistance. Your ancient brain is wired to conserve energy. It will always pull you toward the easy path, the distraction, the quick hit, the comfortable scroll. Challenging deep work requires spiritual force. Every time you give in to the comfortable distraction, you're not being lazy. You're allowing a primitive instinct to override your divine potential. You are weakening your focus muscle, the very thing that separates the masters from the masses. The seventh thief, the always-on culture, the soul's exhaustion. This is the master thief, the culture that never sleeps, never rests, never allows for true silence. Your brain is not designed for this. It needs downtime to integrate wisdom, process trauma, and access creativity. Without sacred silence, you are operating on a depleted spirit, unable to hear the quiet voice of your own intuition, your inner God. This thief starves your soul of the very thing it needs to thrive. Rest. 5 o'clock to 5:45. The Liberation Protocol, Ancient Solutions. Knowing the thieves is only half the battle. You must now deploy counter-rituals, ancient practices updated for the modern war. 1. The 3-second rule of power. Before you touch your phone, pause. In those 3 seconds of silence, you break the spell. Ask, does this serve my power, or does it serve theirs? This tiny space is where your sovereignty is reclaimed. 2. Forging focus fortresses. You must design sacred spaces and times in your day that are digitally sterile. This is non-negotiable. This is you building an altar to your own potential, a temple where deep work is worshipped. 3. The ritual of attention. Restoration. For 10 minutes each day, you must give your mind back to nature or to silence. No goal, no podcast, no input. This is not a break. This is a spiritual reset, allowing your cognitive resources to regenerate and your soul to reconnect to its source. You now see them. The 7 thieves, the notification narcotic, the scroll trap, the comparison engine, the multitasking myth, the urgency addiction, the comfort zone, the always-on culture. These are the architects of the modern distraction prison, but you are no longer an inmate. You hold the keys. Smash that like button right now if you felt the truth of this in your spirit. This tells the algorithm to break more people out of the matrix. Comment. I reclaim my focus. Below to declare to this community of the awakened that you are taking back your power. Subscribe immediately, because the next video reveals the dark psychology of energy vampires. The people who literally feed on your spiritual energy and how to protect yourself. This is knowledge they have tried to suppress for centuries. In a world of noise, your silence is power. In a world of distraction, your focus is a superpower. You are not like everyone else. You are awake. You see the game. Now go play it to win. Guard your attention like the sacred treasure it is, for it is the currency of your soul's destiny. The war for your mind is over. You just won. Here's your liberation protocol. First, implement the 3-second rule. Before responding to any notification or urge to check your phone, count to 3 and ask, is this aligned with my priorities right now? Second, create focus fortresses, designated times and spaces where you're completely unreachable. Third, practice attention restoration. Spend 10 minutes daily in nature or meditation, allowing your mind to wander freely. The people who master their attention in the next 5 years will have an unprecedented advantage. While others remain scattered and reactive, you'll develop the superpower of deep, sustained focus. This isn't just about productivity. It's about reclaiming your life, your creativity, and your potential. You now understand the 7 hidden forces that have been stealing your focus. These aren't random distractions. They're carefully designed systems that profit from your scattered attention. But knowledge is power, and awareness is the first step toward freedom. The strategies I've shared aren't just productivity hacks, they're tools for cognitive sovereignty. In a world of infinite distractions, your ability to focus deeply isn't just valuable, it's revolutionary. If this resonated with you, hit that like button and let me know in the comments which attention thief you recognized most in your own life. Subscribe for more insights on reclaiming your mental freedom and building unshakable focus. Your future self will thank you for taking action today. Remember, your attention is your life force. Guard it fiercely, direct it consciously, and use it to create the life you truly want. The power to focus deeply in a distracted world isn't just a skill, it's your competitive advantage.